Hey there, this is Jeff. How's it going? Okay, now this is the RME UCX getting crazy. Okay, so in this case, I have plugged the ADAT cable in the RME UCX from the ADAT out to the ADAT in. And I've taken this track. Here, let me go ahead and zero that. There's no reason for that. That was it was being sent out on 3. It's unnecessary for the analog out. Interesting. Okay, so anyway, this one is being sent here. You see it's up 100%, and this one, same channel, being sent to ADAT 2. Now, because the cable's hooked up, they come right back in on ADAT 1 and ADAT 2. So what does this give me? This gives me the ability to do parallel compression. So I can put compressing on one of the 2 channels and not compressing on the other of the 2 channels, and then route both of them to an output like main. I'm also routing both of them here. You can notice that interestingly, the loopback button, in this case, the loopback button is not silencing the inputs on 3 and 4. I think that the loopback button is having no impact on the ADAT channels when the fiber's hooked up. So there's sort of infinite possibilities here. For parallel compression, for use of the AutoLevel, for use of the equalizers. You can route out and in, out and in, out and in. You have to be very careful of feedback. So for example, I can pull this one down on the compressed channel here. So, test 1, why am I getting no signal all of a sudden? Test, oh, I am getting signal, just quiet. So that is the uncompressed track there. And now, if I, for this one, if I bring this one in, I now have this one double auto-leveled. So it's auto-leveling here, and then lastly it auto-levels again here. So you can see this auto level come down sometimes. You can see this one come down too. So we're ganging them. I'm going to drop that. And I'm going to bring AS2 back to be the original channel. Now you got to really watch out for feedback on this. So super easy to end up with an infinite loop where you get screechy feedback, and you got to watch that. And so it's kind of awesome fun here. We could bring up the sends to the reverbs and bring up some return, and so you can hear it. And there you go. New York style parallel compression in the RME UCX with 0 latency. Run out to whatever analog out you want to real time. So you could do, you could at 48,000 samples per second, you could have 4 tracks coming in, the analog ends getting, actually could you have 5? Maybe 6 with New York style compression, right? So you get, it's two channels per track that would be required for the routing, so you have 1 compressed and 1 uncompressed. Oh, You know what you could do? You don't really have to bounce this one through uncompressed unless you want to be applying the auto level. You could do 6 or 7 tracks with New York style compression if you use the original track as one of the 2 for the New York style compression. Wow. RME UCX is pretty phenomenal. I'm terrible at math, but that's awesome. And you got the SPIDF as well, right? So the SPIDF, you could loop back the same way with a cable plugged into the in and the out, and that gives you 2 more. Holy smoke. So I guess you could do 8 anyway, because you have to have the input coming from somewhere. Wow, that's awesome. And there you go. New York style parallel compression in the RME UCX using loopback with the supplied fiber cable. Watch out for feedback. Have a good time.